today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Rams taking the field and leading the way, the man from Cal, the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff.
I love this guy's makeup. He is not afraid to fail. He attacks on just about every snap. Wants to throw the football downfield first. He'll throw it short if he has to. But bottom line, he wants to put a lot of pressure on the defense with his arm.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Get there for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. DeAndre Carter back deep. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bears take over. Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the #2 pick in 2017.
And one of the few knocks on him coming out of North Carolina was just actual game experience, just 13 starts in college. But he works so hard at making up for that lost time. He loves the game, crazy about the film room, and guys just naturally gravitate towards him. I think he's got a chance to be an excellent leader and player.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. But he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line.
15.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
First and goal at the 1. Now it's Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Dos Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On first down, Goff. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Goff. And able to find Higbee, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Goff on first down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Bears' 17-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Goff throwing again. A quick pass to Kupp. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run here with Akers. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods from Jared Goff. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Here's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky will get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. They'll try to run forward with Cohen. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
These two teams all tied after 1.
To 7.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Akers. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second and very short, Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Roquan Smith.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Here's Goff. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. Now the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Bears 7.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the punt, 2 on the return, and the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's gone. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
That's good for an LA Rams.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a run with Akers. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Goff. That is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here comes Carter. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now Trubisky on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On first down, Trubisky. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky quickly into the hands of Robinson. They get 14 back, but it leads to a third down.
15-yard pickup, but it's third down.
The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the L.A. offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Goff on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Goff throwing complete to Kupp, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is going going to have a Rams first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Throw left side complete. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Goff. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Goff. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Goff throwing again. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now a run with Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun is Trubisky toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Now it's Trubisky. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who is just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to them.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Well, that'll be caught by Kupp. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Goff now looking to throw. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches.
It's 3rd down.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. On the return comes Webster. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he'll throw right away. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
On the ground, it's Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw right away.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Rams have got it back.
Trubisky on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the
Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The credit that sack to Robert Quinn. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
Rams 13.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Trubisky.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action. Now Trubisky. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 3rd down, Cohen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Down at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Trubisky, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak, no running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos.
A 29-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
13.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return comes Webster. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27.
He'll throw from the gun.
That's into the hands of Reynolds. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A shotgun snap for Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Goff. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, Goff. He waits one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 50. Past the 20. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
On the return comes Webster. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. His throw incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Danny Trevathan, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. To Montgomery to begin the drive. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The Bears ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance, but that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, it's exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. On the return comes Webster. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Goff now to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, it's gone. That'll be caught by Kupp. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
On 1st and 10, Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now left side on the swing pass. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Goff. A quick pass to Kupp. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again, Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 1-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Goff throwing again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. The connection there, Goff to Cooper Kupp. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.